Hello, YouTube fans. This is the Sqaure Clown here to talk about Final Fantasy VII mobile games. Now, okay, um, this just happened here, and I just want to give my thoughts about it. I want to lower this music a bit so you guys can hear me a little bit better here. This is actually kind of ridiculous of what Sqaure Enix is doing, in my opinion, because okay, most people like you don't give a fuck about the remake. Why should you care? Look, with the mobile versions of the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, that's something I wanted from what I was suspecting from the remake, and they didn't do it, and now you're doing it for mobile. Okay, I thought first of all I thought we were not going to get it because of that remake, but now since you announced that, people that are playing the remake are basically are probably saying, "What's the point of me fucking playing it if you just gave me the original? Now it's on mobile." Which we wanted, which we asked for, maybe a few changes in a way, but not on mobile, but on PlayStation 4. But you decided to just fuck people over again with this shit. Like, look, in a way, I'm happy that this mobile title actually exists because I could play probably Before Crisis because I've always wanted to play Before Crisis and that game never came out at all whatsoever. And it was rumors a long time ago. It was supposed to come out on the 3DS a long time ago. It was rumors, but was it true? I don't know. Again, it never happened, so maybe it was rumors. Holy shit! I did not know I put forth there. If you know this game, you deserve a cookie. I love this game. This was my first DS game. But anyways, let's keep talking about Final Fantasy real quick. Oh shit! I hit a fucking black mage. My partner. But anyways, that does not matter. Oh shit. And so, for the people that did play the remake, do you see this and be like, I feel like I got spit in the face now? Because I felt like I got spit in the face with the remake, and knowing that Sqaure did this, but they put it in mobile, that is like, it's questionable because it's like, you mean to tell me you could have done the remake from the ground up, just like it looks like, because what the mobile game looks, it looks great. It looks exactly what I suspect from a remake of a Final Fantasy if you ever did a whole compilation of them, which I always wanted. And it looks like it could have been on the Switch, but it's on mobile. And I'm like, okay, so what's the point? And the thing is too, when all of this compilation is all gone, are you gonna lock it from the internet and not be, it won't come to access for people anymore? No, seriously, because look at the mobile game right now with Union Cross and Dark Road. That's about to be shut down. So you mean to tell me, Sqaure, you're not going to make a side game talking about the Dark Road or Union Cross. You're just going to leave it for the mobile, and no one that never played the mobile, fuck them, right? So what is that crap? That's bull crap. So what's the point with this one too? Are you going to do the same thing? Or is it going to be like, obviously it's episodic, which I already knew that. I mean, that was plain as day it was going to be episodic before it was even announced. And when people that are talking about the game were saying that it is episodic, I was like, I knew it. I didn't even have to look this up to even know it was episodic. But, like, what happened here? Like, it's like, oh, we're not gonna, it's like Square's having they're trying to have their own cake and eat it too. And Sqaure Enix, no, stop doing this shit. You can't have your cake and eat it too. How many times we've been saying this shit? And yet you trying to, like, look, I'm happy in a way that we got that compilation because I wanted it, but at the same time, it's too little too late because it's like you're trying to bring back the hardcore fans because you fucked up, Sqaure. You know you did, and most people are like, what are you talking about? Final Fantasy VII Remake did fail, guys. Okay, you might think it did not fail. Sqaure Enix might act like it did not fail, but it did fail. Why it failed? It's because the higher ups at Sqaure Enix were suspecting to get more money out of it. I mean, if you compare the sales from what I'm hearing to the original, and you see the remake, it's night and day basically. And when you really do hear that, hey, those executives in Sqaure that are not really happy of what the remake turned out, you kind of think that, oh, okay, maybe they're gonna make this. Maybe Sqaure was like, all right, we're gonna make this mobile game then, so we can make everyone happy. And who knows? Most people are like, oh, maybe this was the plan. You're giving Sqaure too much freaking credit. You really are. This is Square. If this was Square in the '90s, I would have been like, you know what? No, this was in the ballpark for like since day one or something like that. Because that's the mindset that they had back then. They cared, but now they just look at it as money, especially with Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII makes them so much money that they don't care. They can just remake something, even if we disown it or just be like, hey guys, you fucking up here and you smacking us in the face, and yet you throwing us something that we wanted, and then you're like, oh, now you're gonna buy it, and it's like, what's wrong with you? Now you have even more divided people, and you have people that played the remake, that accepted the remake, and now look at this, and it's like, what's the point? What's the point of me playing the remake now if you literally just gave me the original from the ground up, which in a way some people wanted, which in a way I wanted too, but obviously maybe different things of telling the story, you know? And in a way it looks like they're doing that. And the fact that they put it on mobile, same again, it seems kind of salty, because again, going back, they could close it at any once if when they want to. Again, going back to Union Cross and Dark Road, you know that's going to happen, people. And if most people are like, oh, you're overreacting, I'm like, okay, so do you really think Square Enix is going to make a game talking about Union Cross and Dark Road? Or are they just not going to do that at all? They're just going to be like, hey, if you didn't play the mobile game, well, too fucking bad. Like I said, I don't have to repeat myself, but it needs to be said. Why? I really don't get people acceptance with shit like that crap, you know? And the thing is, I'm upset at Square because this whole thing could have been avoided. This whole thing could have been avoided, but yet they didn't. They just wanted to have their cake and eat it too. You know, it's sad when I look at the Final Fantasy VII trailer, the mobile trailer. It's everything that I wanted from that Final Fantasy VII remake, and I'm just like, what was the point? Why are you doing this? It's what mindset you on right now, man? Like, do you just realize that, were you just high one day making remake, and then you realize that, oh shit, I fucked up. Now you're just like, oh, we need to remake, we need to revamp this shit, and we can't put it on the PlayStation because, I don't know, for some reason. And in a way, look, I thought of like, in a way of like, oh, maybe they're doing this because connected to the timeline of Final Fantasy Remake, you know? That's what I'm thinking. But if you're going to do that, why would you put it on mobile? No, seriously, why would you put it on mobile? I think if you would have put it on, if you would have put that on the PlayStation, you know, or on Switch, I wouldn't cared. I would have actually bought that shit. Despite all my complaints and all that shit, that's what I wanted. In a way, you do need to tell companies, be like, hey, this is what I actually did want it, but at the same time, you have to tell them also that this is not what I want. Of certain things that, you know, like if you were not suspecting the remake to turn out the way you hoped, then obviously you wouldn't buy the sequel or anything like that. But since you see the mobile version and you're like, this is what I wanted, you obviously will buy it. It's just common sense. Look, I won't buy it obviously until I see reviews and shit. And if people want me to play it and shit, and be like, no, you know, you should get it, and then I'll get it. But as of right now, I'm still keeping my word that I'm not buying another Square game, as you know, as long as it's not Dragon Quest, you know. And obviously, I'm making an exception with what The World Ends With You, but mainly because I've been waiting for that shit forever. But it's I don't know, guys. Like, tell me what you guys think down below. You think, do you agree with me, or do you think that this whole thing is right from Square? You think Square should have their cake and eat it too? Me, I don't think they shouldn't, because they haven't proved to us that they are competent. I'm sorry, they haven't proved that since what, after Final Fantasy X. I love Final Fantasy 12, but 13, you could tell they even when I did play 13 when I was younger, I knew that they fucked up here. Even I knew that. And I still like 13 the way it is. But still, I knew something wasn't right when I did play 13. You know? That all started there. And when people say that, it is true. And it does make Final Fantasy 13 look bad, which is not completely a terrible, terrible game. You know, if you like trying to get into Final Fantasy, like as a starter, it's not really bad, but it could have been a lot more. Oh shit. So, anyways, that's really it. I think that's all I can think of, guys, because this is something that I don't know. This what was Squirrel thinking is I don't know. And if someone keeps saying that, hey, the remake did not fail, made money, it just didn't make money as much as Square wanted to, guys, and that says something. And if that says something too, maybe it's because they decided to make, hey, you know what? We didn't make a lot of money with the remake. Let's just do this to just milk the shit out of it again. I don't know. I mean, that's what it says to me. It's like I feel like someone at Square was like, let's make the fans happy, but at the same time, the executives were like, we can make more money out of this shit. It's like I'm very torn, very, very, very torn of what just happened here. And, well, tell me what you guys think. I mean, that's just me as a person that loves Final Fantasy and really does enjoy the lore of Final Fantasy VII. You know, it's one of my favorite lores, right next to 9 and 8 and even 1 and 4, you know? Even 3 for that matter. It's just I just like it. I don't know. But you could tell in the way they're milking it. And I did not want to make a video about this mainly because it's just but when I see it and I want to talk about it, guys, I have to talk about it. I want to get it out there, you know? And you probably might people think I'm hypocritical or something like that for not or like, oh, you thought you said you're not gonna make another video, but it's been a while anyway since I made a freaking Final Fantasy video, anyways. And knowing that Square is doing this, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think down below. You think I'm, you know, you think I'm probably overreacting, or you think I'm seeing something that, you know, most people are probably not seeing, or probably people are seeing right now? Because people that are playing the remake do see that, and they're like, okay, again, going back to what I said, well, what's the point? And I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself again, because I don't have to. But you know what? That's it. That's really it, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Who knows with this company anymore? It's like they no. There's nothing to question with this company. Like I can't fathom. I can't. And one thing too. Um. Yeah, one thing too. Sorry, I was checking if I was still recording here. But one thing too. It's called Forever Crisis. Is that what the company is going through right now? Like they really are in a crisis, are they? No. Seriously, I think that the title says itself. Final Fantasy VII, Forever Crisis. I mean, that should say a lot, guys. Just, I mean, that's just me. Now right here. I'm sorry, guys, but damn it, DK. But if you never played this game, you don't have a childhood. But moving on. Let's say again, Forever Crisis. It's not a bad title. Again, it's just it is questionable the way Square is ending it with this with this whole series right now. Like I said, but I don't know. I just want to give more opinions about it because I'm thinking about the. I was literally gonna shut off the video, but I'm thinking, what the fuck, the title? Like I'm all thinking about what the title is right now, and I'm like, Forever Crisis. Yeah, that's the state of the company, isn't it? And maybe for the developers and the game and the higher ups, because again, the game failed in people's eyes, not just some developers or even, you know, the higher ups, but the hardcore fans, you know. And what Square is doing with the Crisis game, Forever Crisis game, is questionable because it's like, wow, thank you, but at the same time, you spit us in the face at the same time. Some people don't feel that way, but I feel that way. And every time, like, and I feel like every time all like us fans that talk about this stuff, we always get criticized or like, oh, fuck up and buy the fucking game. And I'm like, why should we hold the standards of what these developers want us to do? By the end of the day, this shit is still fucking episodic, which I do not approve. All right, I never approve for a fucking episodic game. You're gonna sell me a game that's not fucking complete. That's still a complaint, and yet people are like, oh, they can't do it because of the technology. You are giving them excuses. You telling me in 2021 you can't fit a 60-hour plus a 100-hour game in a fucking CD? No, sink that in. Sink that in. All right? Because that's the idiots that I'm fucking referring to. Like, really, guys? Are you that stupid? You can't be that stupid. You can't be. But I guess so, right? People will just rather have anything that, hey, if Sqaure Enix is doing it, I want to buy it. Which still makes, I don't know. Look, if it's your money, it's your money. Do what you want with it. But when you see shit, people, don't give people. When you see what the company is doing and it's just terrible of the mindset and business practices, why will you still throw money at them? The reason I throw money at Dragon Quest, maybe, obviously, the world ends with you, is because they actually give me the satisfaction of what an RPG should be. But whatever, especially Dragon Quest, man. Like, Dragon Quest is killing it right now, and I don't know what they're going to do with Dragon Quest 12, but I guarantee you it will still be amazing, because right now I wish it could be Dragon Quest right now, because it's still in a what's it, identity crisis still to this day. So hey, at least they put turn based in the mobile game, right? Oh, at least you got your wish, man. At least you got your wish. Yeah, right. At least I got that, right? But whatever, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I'm ending this video right now, and since this game is almost at least this there we go, it's over. I won. I'll see you guys, and I'm going to watch WandaVision.